crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Check 41. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off play action, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Lawrence. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Back to throw. Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Eifert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, here's Watson, sliding out of the pocket. Going deep here for Stills. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 58 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On 1st down, Watson looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. To throw from his end zone, Lawrence. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hey, exit.
Let's bring it. 41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Hey, watch that. Get it.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Going up top. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Check 48. Check 48's the mic. Let's go, Ty.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Jaguars' 26-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check, check.
On 2nd and 12, Watson buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Josh Allen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
He's got it at the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 2nd and 3. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Back to throw again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Let's go.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Kill. Check 99. Check 96. Check 31. Check 31. Hey, 59.
On 1st and 10, Watson being chased out left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, Dobbins. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's get off the field.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
And got his man complete. A big-time play there for the Texans. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Give them 32 on the play.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
49, check 49, check 49.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Slam, slam, slam.
Get it.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive line.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being
under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Watson now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike, 31! Watch the slant, watch the slant. 55! Watch the slant. Switch. Whip.
Now Watson operating from the gun. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Army. Check. Alert flare. Rush in. Alert. 54.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
They just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Off play action. Lawrence. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Whitney Merciless able to record his 5th sack of the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. On fourth down, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Here's Watson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check, check. Here we go, here we go. 44's to Mike. 44's to Mike. Okay, double up, double up. 31. Jim.
Operating from the gun, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. That'll bring up second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Mike's Fofo.
Throwing again is Watson. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
80 weapons. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Jacksonville, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.